Howdy folks, TJ here. I am very excited to make this video just because I created a game at one point, and watching somebody play the game that you created on a computer, I don't know what the word is for it, but it's very fulfilling. To date, I created this game a couple years ago, 2021, as it says, coming 2021 over there. I don't remember what month. I didn't go back and peek. I don't need to know those specifics. I did go back to my itch.io account just to see in this, let's say 2 years, how many downloads there were. So on this particular game, I've made 2 games to date. One for the original Speccy 48, which of course you can play on your Speccy Next. But that was my first one, called Invasion of the Cloud People. Then I created a next specific game called Invasion of the Cloud People, the Next Storm, which takes advantage of the Next and all of its capability. So I've made 2 games, and I'm proud of them. They're very basic. In fact, one of the kind of jokes that I always make, have you heard of the cassette 50 for this ZX Spectrum? It was, I think, a Cascade conglomeration of not great games that were slammed onto a cassette, and you would get all these games for whatever the dollar amount was, and you also get a watch. By the way, if I ever come across somebody selling the actual watch, even if it's not working, it's kind of just a little joke for me to have the cassette and the watch. That'd be kind of fun. But I kind of joked that my goal of my original game, the Invasion of the Cloud People for the Speccy 48, was I wanted to make a game of the quality that would have made it back in the time on that cassette. On that cassette, I looked at a lot of the different games, and I would say there's maybe a handful of actually not too bad of games, kind of fun. And at one point, somebody did say if your goal was to be on that, you would have been up in that arena of one of the finer games of the cassette, which is kind of cool because it was my first game. I don't know if he was just being nice to me or not, but my game did work, and it was my first, and I'm kind of proud of it. So then, like I said, the Speccy Next came out, and I wanted to create, really with the Spectrum Next, there's not, you can use cassettes on it. I've never done that before, but I joke it's going to be on the SD card 50. Although you can fit a bazillion games on an SD card. And I made this game, and I'm, again, rather fond of it, and I do have 299 people that have downloaded it from itch.io. Now, I make my game name your price, which means if your price is $0, so be it. But 16 people out of the 299, not a big number, but one that I'm still proud of, 16 people actually did kick back and donate a few dollars to my game, which is kind of cool. I made money. I didn't but I did for making a game. And they kicked back saying, hey, appreciate your efforts, thank you, and made the game. But the one sad thing is, to date, in the itch.io account, I don't see anybody that's made notes. You can make comments. I don't think on any of my games anybody commented like, cool game, or I played your game and it was great, or I played your game and it was crappy. Never seen that I remember. Looking back in time, I think I did Google Invasion of the Cloud People on YouTube, or I should say searched on YouTube. And there were a few people that played, I think, both versions, but it was somebody using one of those save states. They didn't actually play and win. They just played it and then save stated it enough times to where they could successfully get to the end. So in a recent interview I did with this chap, Casey Nydahl, he has devoured one of my games. Invasion of the Cloud People, the Next Storm, he has won many times. And in my interview that I did with him, which if you haven't watched, I posted earlier this week, it's about a half an hour long. So if you want to learn about somebody that's a collector and user of our fine equipment, he's a really fine lad, very fun. And so watch that interview. But one of the segments was, or one of the questions I had, since you've won and are the only one I know of that has proof, because he did email me some pictures back then that he won the game. There's a screen at the end that says you basically won. So I know he won. My other buddy, Eric Lamb, and we always bring him up, now he's gonna be forced to play the game. He said he won, but didn't take a picture. So I always jab him because he's an Amiga Commodore friend. You know, that you need proof. He never showed it. So even Casey jabs him, and I jab him. So one day, I'll take a picture, which is fine, but I prefer a video. But winning this game is not easy. To date, like I said, maybe just not enough people have played or care. It's just a little, 10-level game, basically. But Casey, I said, hey, play 3 times, and I want to see if you win. I don't know if he actually played only 3 times or played more or played once and won, but here is a video that I'm going to do a kind of, what do you call it when you're watching somebody else, a reaction video. Somebody else playing your game. I've only watched it kind of briefly once, so it's going to be somewhat live, that I'm going to maybe stop and comment on his comments and watch him actually, or somebody win this game. And then, of course, I invite you, if you have not played the old Speccy 48K version and the newer Next Storm version, if you have a Next or Next clone, love for you to, I'll put a link down below. Grab the game. Again, it's basically free, but if you can donate to it, all the better, because donations basically make people like me want to jump back in and create more or add more levels or whatever. If it just sits there and only a party of 5 and one of them is your mom and dad and brothers play it, it doesn't give you much enticement to go back in and do more stuff. But if other people out in the world of Speccy play it and make comments, it makes you more excited to do it, right? So yeah, if you can grab the game, and if you want to donate, great. If you can't, and it's $0, it's free. Play it, post pictures. If you got video capability, make a video of you playing it, swearing, because it's not easy. Yes, I have personally won it. I don't think I ever made a video of me winning it just because I didn't want to show off the end screen, even though it's not super gourmet or anything. It still basically says you basically won. But let's watch Casey Nydahl play Invasion of the Cloud People. And I'm going to try to focus in on the screen, so I may get a little bit blurrier. But let's see how Casey does. I know he won, but let's see somebody actually winning this game. And it's my game, which makes me very excited. So let me focus in on the screen more. Like I said. Okay, we're already 7 minutes in. This will be a longer video, but that's fine. So hopefully I've got the sound pretty much up all the way. I think the way that he recorded it, he's loud, but the video game, you don't hear the sounds as much, but you should hear him still. So let's go ahead. Casey's Invasion of the Cloud People run, the Next Storm. Go.
All right, TJ, here we go with some gameplay footage of me beating your game in 3 tries. Not only picture proof, video proof. Proof. Something that Eric Lamb has never sent. Beat it.
I like jabbing Eric because he's my commie friend, my Commodore friend, right?
Ah, 2 of the raindrops gone right away. Not good. This game is completely random. So sometimes you can have the easiest, best level ever, and sometimes there is nothing you can do to get past it.
I make my games random because in life, if you're walking outside and a satellite falls from space and lands on you,
pop up in their path.
That's random, in my opinion. I don't make games where it has a routine where you can memorize it and get through it.
The portal, you don't just lose a man, the whole entire game ends right then.
Those Speccy programmers are bastards, aren't they? Yeah, I made it to where if you don't get to the portal, you can't get through to the next level. That's the way it goes.
On the right, you see my cloud coins. Got 2 of them so far.
I like how
on the left, you see the raindrop.
He's telling you how the game's played.
You need 7 of them to get past the level. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, that was very close.
He has some close calls.
That portal popped up right by both of them. I think this game knows that I'm trying to beat it on video for TJ because it's not being as nice as it usually is.
Strato C.
Alright, next up, Strato C. That'll be 3 cloud coins. On the right, I have 3 Cellular Storms in the 3 Cellular Storms in reserve at the bottom. Lightning bolt grabbed one of my raindrops. I don't like that he's going to pop out here and I'm at the top.
Yeah,
There
that's
he
always
comes, another
dangerous. They fly out of the top, so you got to beware.
Hey, I'm going to leave that last raindrop. Oh, I'm so glad I made that choice. That's how you separate the men from the boys there, Glam.
So I've never heard that phrase, Glam. That he's not quite as old as I am. He's I think 7-8 years younger.
Get the portal pass.
So maybe that's a phrase that his generation used. I've never heard of that before. Yeah, are you Gen X, Casey? Like I am? I think you would be Gen X.
Oh, they're all up there. I don't like the way this is laid out. And that guy on the left is lingering because he's going to go all the way up to the top. This is probably not going to end well.
If you're watching this gives you some good tips on how he plays to win.
Oh, I got it. But can I get back to the bottom? Just barely. We are going to leave that raindrop. All right. That is the portal for this level, and now I will have the portal pass at the lower left.
The funny thing is I think I see a bug when he's playing this. This screen
I love
here that
post
does
calls
this
on this one.
alert that you've won something. I could have swore I had that in a second cloud triangle, and I don't think it popped up on his game. And I don't remember if I disabled it because I couldn't get it to work right or what. I don't know. I'm going to have to play it. I like how he's set up. Look at how he's got a nice screen next on here, him showing his live presentation. Very cool. So that's Hail Bopper in the middle. He's flinging out snowballs.
The way this is heading so far depends on where it pops up. Popped up in a nice spot. I'm going to leave those 2 raindrops.
Yeah, this game was very generous on some things, and then he barely made it out on others.
Last year I did go for several perfect runs, but oh my gosh, is it infuriating trying to get all the raindrops for every level of the game. I've got pretty close a few times, but I have not yet done a perfect run, collecting all raindrops, not using the portal pass, and clearing the game.
So now it starts getting a little harder.
This way, but it might work out.
This one was very generous. The randomness of it really put all of the pieces right in one spot. So,
oh boy,
some of these screens were quite generous. They're normally not.
Pretty good here. A little closer than I'd like, but got her done.
I'm about to sneeze.
Can't tell you how many times I've had the portal open right on one of those lightning bolts or the whirlwinds and game over near the end.
Bastard!
And I had perfect games going. I might have said a few bad words.
That's funny.
Oh boy. This one gets you more times than anything else. The randomness of where those pop up, and you have to get so many raindrops.
It's like a snowball. You walk outside and your kids decorate you with snow. If you didn't know they were there, random. Again, that's my thing. I like that.
Let's try again. All right.
Another generous screen. All up in the left quadrant.
And the portal open. We are getting out of dodge. This is definitely one level that I leave any raindrops that are not close by.
Gives me an idea of if I ever make 3 more levels, I'll need to include them so I can kick his ass.
This should be where I get my Reflexinator battery.
Now, this is the screen where I thought after he gets it, maybe you had to collect all 7 to get... I don't remember what I did.
You have 2 guys that chase you and 2 that shoot at you from the sidelines. Not exactly easy. There is the battery. Pick that up while I can. Oh boy. I think I can do this one.
Swim me through it. He gets there.
And we did it. Now I have my Reflexinator battery in the lower right. I can shoot missiles.
Yeah, right there I think should have popped up. He did get the life, but
another Cellustorm.
I'm pretty sure I had it come up where you added a extra life.
0S.
But maybe I did. Maybe I took that out. I don't remember. It's been years.
Now is when you need to shoot these guys. You need to collect them. Shoot. You need to, I don't know if I'm going to be able to collect enough. I may have to, yes, I'm going to have to use my portal pass if I want to keep going. Well, let's do it.
So Portal Pass is the space key on the keyboard. That's how I programmed it. So
gotta do what you
get
do.
one use on it. So choose wisely. Not like Indiana Jones, you chose poorly. Oh!
Gosh. This is one of the hardest levels because you got all those storms popping up. You've got guys moving very quickly down and across.
Yeah. Well, you got to naturally get harder to try to make less chance they can win. At least here, I designed it to where if a nasty touches the portal, they don't. You don't end of the game. I thought that would have been really cruel.
You need to get rid of some of these guys just to have a chance.
Yeah.
Oh! My path.
Nice. Oh! One left.
Try it again.
Got him.
All right, I got rid of a few of them.
Ooh.
You cannot get them all, otherwise you will not pass.
One more to go.
Coming back up.
Oh! Oh, I thought he touched it.
I might actually be able to get by this one.
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh!
No! He didn't get it.
You hear him say he didn't get
I
it?
can get it.
See, that's where I created if they
not
touched it,
in.
they wouldn't lose. Give a big sigh of relief. That's funny.
Well, it wasn't pretty, and it wasn't easy, and I had a lot of close calls, but there you have it. Video proof, TJ and Eric Lamb. Congrats, 86 points. You have completed the 3/4 demo, or the done demo. Let TJ know how you enjoyed the game. Do you want to play again? Hit Y or N. All right, there you have it. I got her done.
He did. So, yeah, let me focus back on me, I guess. Oh, I just kind of shimmied the camera a little bit. I don't know if this will work, but so somebody playing my game, it gives me a tingly feeling. Very fun, very cool. And so basically there's 10 levels of this game. I called it 3/4 done demo because originally in my mind I was going to say the complete full game would be 13 levels or the baker's dozen. You basically have 10 here. You've got the 8 main levels and 2 cloud levels. So if basically back then I was saying if there's enough people that seem to like it, download it. Maybe I'll make 3 more. 1 more cloud level and 2 more regular levels for a total of 13. And as I've noted in some other videos, my mojo for programming right now is down. I'm not in the mood. I don't have the right mindset. I've got to have the right mindset to do things. And I'm not in the mode right now to program. And it's been so long that I'm going to have to relearn what I did back then and re-explore things. And it's going to take me a while. But I would say after the next Kickstarter number 2 arrives later this year, maybe that will start kicking in the mojo again. And maybe I can get back into this game and complete 3 more levels and call it just Invasion of the Cloud People the Next Storm, not the 3/4 done demo. But technically, this is a complete game. There's 10 levels you have to get through. Have any of you played this game and just not said, TJ, I won, I didn't win, you bastard, anything, post down below. And if you haven't downloaded this game, grab it. If you have a Next or Next clone, it should work on any of them. Play it. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on it. If you only have an older Speccy 48, I took a lot of the design ideas from this game off of my original game. You're basically there to collect blue raindrops before they become red acid raindrop type of thing. And you've got Twistatron, which is the whirligig there, or the whirlwind as he called it, or lightning strikes and hail bopper. I basically designed it off of that, but changed things up and made it for the next. So anyway, that's my first, I think, what do you call it again? Video, I've already forgot the word, but I'm watching it, saying stuff about it. I'll remember it after I turn off the camera. So thanks for watching this video. Thank you, Casey, for being so generous to play this game. And have a nice day, everybody. Bye.